Lost upset!
Hello everyone and welcome to Downhaven Entertainment. Today we will be reviewing Interstellar. Nolan. And your little brother too. What do I think of you? Interstellar. Guys, this movie was a tough one, but I'm gonna give it my best to review this movie. Look, everyone did a fantastic job in this movie. There is no weak links in this movie. But Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway specifically, these two are big time actors who can absolutely disappear into a role where you can see the character rather than the actor. Superb job. Now let's talk about what worked for this movie. Of course the special effects were solid. Nolan is a fan of practical effects rather than CGI, and most of these special effects are seamless, and I'm not sure what's CGI and real. Nolan never takes the easy route when it comes to visuals, and that's what makes these worlds so immersive. Everything looks so relatable and real. I mean, really, if you were to go to another habitable planet, it wouldn't look like this. I mean, this is the moon. This is Mars. I'm sure other planets would look like Earth because the Earth is made up of the same materials as other planets, so I really liked how these worlds looked. I'm glad they didn't go overboard with what the other planets would look like. It was strange enough to be noticeable for sure, but not too otherworldly. The humor. I mean, wow, we actually have some levity and some comedy in a Chris Nolan movie to help break up some of this tension in this movie, because there is a lot of drama in this movie, but we'll get to that soon. But the humor was great in this movie. Every time a situation or characters were meant to make me laugh, they succeeded. Thumbs up. The science in this movie was fun to think about and had some cool concepts and ideas that played with real life current theories about wormhole travel and space-time.
Wait, what are you talking about? Current theories?
Well, what you know about space-time is slightly off in this era.
But how can you say that when our scientists know so much about our existence in space?
You humans are so silly. You always put limits on things. Each generation of people think that they have all the answers. People always try to present things as fact rather than theory. You never say this is what we think happened, but rather this is what happened, stating as it's fact. What you think is fact now is going to change in the future. Trust me, I've been there. This generation now is going to be as primitive and illogical as of the people of the 1700s with their spontaneous generation and expanding Earth theories. So just settle down and take the words of men with a grain of salt. Trust me, the society of today is going to look pretty stupid 300 years from now.
Okay, so tell me something about the future then.
Look, don't tell anyone, but by 2100 you humans will eventually stop using fossil fuel because you finally realize that if we continue using fossil fuels we'll destroy ourselves. Hey, but don't tell anybody, alright?
Don't tell, you ain't don't tell him, you ain't even gotta tell him.
Hey, past me. Huh, what's up? J-Quad spilled the beans about the future. The thing about fossil fuels is common knowledge in the year 2014. Dude! Look, okay, we can cancel this timeline by not telling anybody, so just can you not tell anybody?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Well, that's not gonna happen because if he did, I wouldn't be telling you this right now. But wait, aren't you me? Therefore, I'm telling myself, right? So if I were to go into the past and meet you, Now let's talk about what didn't work. Oh boy, here we go. I'm going to try to keep this short. The drama. My word, the drama was on overdrive. I was getting quite annoyed with these characters. There were so many tears in this movie that it made this. I mean, wow. I'm not the type of person who enjoys seeing people cry for 30 minutes. Can you act like professionals and get your crap together? Look, the first act and the first half of the second act was great. It had enough laughs, emotional moments, and drama that had me hooked. Then after that, I just got tired of these emotional moments because it just kept going and going. It's like cake. Sure, it's good, but after my 10th plate, I want to stop for a while and then go for a steak. Let's get some variety here, you know? I mean, they throw in a character here that could have added to some hope, variety in characters, and exploration of a world, but he's not. He just adds to the drama and more crying. It's drama upon drama upon drama Crying. Why can't we get some exploration and checking out new worlds? Because when they explore these new worlds, it's amazing, but we have to get back to the boohoo fest. We never feel the scope of the universe or how crazy space-time can warp our perception of reality or anything awe-inspiring. Nothing that made me think or want to go back to this movie and see it again. There is a lot of exposition and explaining, trying to get into the characters' heads rather than natural flowing in conversations. Now, they had a few great moments of character development, particularly between Matthew McConaughey's character and Matthew McConaughey's robot assistant. But after they enter the wormhole, it's just messy drama for the sake of drama, and there was a lot of cutaways back to Earth that I felt was unnecessary, because what it led to was more explaining and more crying and more drama. Why not just leave Earth behind so we can be surprised about what happened to Matthew McConaughey's daughter named Murphy? There were moments that could have been surprising if we just didn't see what happened back on Earth, but Nolan insisted on explaining every little detail about how this character affects this character and blah blah blah, when we could have cut a good 45 minutes of pointless drama and replacing that 45 minutes of stuff with mind-boggling science, great character development, and space exploration with an epic twist that would require multiple viewings and audience talking about this movie and theorizing about certain concepts and themes. But no, everything is force-fed down your throat with explaining and crying. And yes, I liked Gravity more than this movie. That movie didn't concentrate on unnecessary drama back on Earth. Everything wasn't explained. The situation was going on and she was just going through it. I felt for her character the whole way through. This movie, I eventually stopped caring for these characters because the whole movie felt monotone. Matthew McConaughey dealing with his emo kids and emo space explorers, but then awesome robot. Gotta represent them robots. Superb job. The more I found out about this movie through the trailers, the more my expectation dropped about this movie, and where my expectations fell, it was what my movie experience turned out to be. The music was fine, but it was repetitive because the characters and story was repetitive and drama, so the music was quite repetitive. At this point, I want to see Nolan do a movie with people who are not so emotional all the time. It's becoming a little bit emo. I want to see Nolan do characters that are professional and know what they're doing without explaining every detail, and let the audience theorize and talk about their movie. Because this movie, people have nothing to talk about. Therefore, this movie will be forgotten next month, if not sooner. I'm almost certain of that. So after seeing this movie, I have to give this movie a solid B.